gon' dance to it. Basic everywhere, gon' dance to it. Just let me breathe for a minute. Just let me breathe for a minute. Just let me breathe for a minute. White Range Rover, in it. Let me breathe for a minute. Just let me breathe for a minute, man. Just let me breathe for a minute. White Range Rover, all in it. You gotta, baby, shake that, shake that, shake that. You gotta, baby, shake that, shake that. I got 2 shows, I'm about to pitch another. Throwing alley-oops to my brothers. We all shine, nobody victims. I'm on these sweatsuit, black Pippins. I swag different. That's why the money in the bag different. Come up short, you have your fam. I lay on beaches and swerving whips. You ain't serving, you just an urban myth. Every day, get ride around Queens on the jet ski. It's me. Every day, get.
Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley. Welcome to the NFL on EA Sports. As we head towards kickoff, 2 quarterbacks will be on the field today trying to push Bills.
Larry, we're just about 4 miles off the shores of Lake Erie at New Era Field in Orchard Park. A few moments ago, to the delight of this Buffalo crowd, it was the Bills racing out of the tunnel as they get set to match up with the Denver Broncos. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now a carry, it's C.J. Anderson. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it. Because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
To throw on second is Simeon. Looking for Green, and it's intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And he is going to score. It's a pick 6 and a Bills touchdown.
Now, that was a beautiful play. A pick 6. How would you punctuate something like that, partner?
What do you mean, with an exclamation mark?
Exclamation mark, a big word. What would you do with that?
Ampersand?
I like it.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. The Bronco offense now set to come back out onto the field. Here's Anderson as they begin this series on the ground. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. So nothing there that time, and maybe you need to look to the O-line. They weren't able to create any space.
No, they weren't, and you know as well as I do, as many offensive line coaches we've ever met, I think that'll be addressed loudly when those guys get to the sideline.
And they're usually loud and big. Here's Simeon now on 2nd down. The catch is made. Benny Fowler. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Solid gain of 18 yards and a Denver first down.
In recent years, the slot receivers really gained stature in the NFL because they can do so many things. Yes, they can line up wide like your normal wide receiver, but to have that kind of courage and toughness to run routes in the middle of the field and become dependable targets for their quarterbacks and move the sticks, those guys are worth their weight in gold.
On the crossing route, he hits Demaryius Thomas. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 23 yards on the play. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. first down throw, Simeon. And this one's incomplete.
You know, every time we talk with people about the most important quality for a quarterback to have in the NFL, what do they usually cite?
Arm strength.
Yeah, and that's really way down on the list. Accuracy is one of the bigger ones, maybe the foremost one. That's what he needed on that play.
2nd and 10, Simeon again. And they can't get the long connection as it falls incomplete. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary can really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to them.
Throwing on 3rd down, Simeon. He rifles one that's intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And he will take this all the way up past the 40-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Here's Taylor to throw. He'll set up the screen to McCoy. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage.
Let's go! Ohio! 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 Let's go!
Here's the first carry for LaShawn McCoy. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Now that's the type of play that'll fire up the defense. Hold them to 1 yard on a first down run. It'll be interesting to see if the offense decides to press the run at all, or if they'll abandon it now after gaining only 1 on that play.
So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up 3rd. On 3rd down, Taylor. Looking to hit Matthews, but it's intercepted. Able to get there and pick it. He's got a convoy, and he might be gone. And he will score. Touchdown, Denver. Short throw, pick 6 right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
And he'll bang that one through. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. And now out come the Bills. And following the pick 6, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him.
And he's into the clear. The 20, 10, and all the way home for a Bills touchdown. A big play there. 70 yards. And the Bills have taken the lead.
Brandon, they just got the ball, and already they're in the end zone, and you're getting ready to talk about the PAT. That was fast.
Here's Hauschka now to kick it away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. Now this Broncos offensive unit ready to head back out onto the field. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He's going to fire one. And here's another interception, the 3rd of this first quarter. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. So that is 3 interceptions now in this first half. And you hate to ask the question, but let's be honest. We're thinking about it. Do you need to go in a different direction next series?
Potentially. We know that he's probably not going to be on the Pro Bowl ballot. That's not really his stature here. But he has been their starting quarterback for this game. So they've got to weigh things about who's behind him. Do they think he can snap it back into gear? Maybe change up the play calling to help him out a little bit.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Yeah, that wasn't a big run, just a short one there. But guess what? Sometimes you treat it like boxing. You throw that jab out there, and you throw it again, you throw it again. Then you come with a big punch later. Maybe they're just trying to set him up.
Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down. Here's Taylor. And he can't hang on to it. Nearly picked. He's known for his hands defensively. But instead it just brings up 4th down. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So here we go. The offense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on 4th and 8.
Come on, let's go. 38.
They'll try and throw for it with Taylor. He may try and run for this. 20. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a 1st down.
On that play, as you saw the route start to develop downfield, I got the sense that maybe the run would set up for him. And he took full advantage of it and got a big gain on a busted play.
They'll run it with McCoy. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Second quarter about to get underway with the Bills in possession. They face a 2nd and 7 to start things out. Again, it's McCoy. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. Here's Taylor to throw on 3rd down. Escaping the pressure. And this is caught for a Bills touchdown. Jordan Matthews, a 14-yard touchdown. And the Bills will add on to their lead.
And no matter how it comes about, when you get good field position, you have to make the defense pay. Short fields usually make for good offense.
Here's Hauschka now to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. Oh, leaves him behind on the spin. And an excellent return there as he's up to the 35, but make it the 40-yard line.
Now that's the kind of return you're looking for. To get it to that spot on the field, that allows you to do a lot of things on offense.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Sanders has it over the middle. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A very solid gain of 27. They go play action here on 1st down. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Read it well, and it's picked. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. We haven't even escaped the first half, and he's already thrown 4 picks.
And Brandon, back in the good old days, probably back before you were born, if your starter threw 4 in the first half, he might throw 8 or more for the game because they weren't going to pull him out. But nowadays, the patience level isn't quite there. He's going to have to make some real adjustments, or the backup may see some time.
They'll start on the ground with McCoy. And he'll get this one up to the 26. A gain of 3, second down.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. They'll go again to McCoy. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It's a loss of 2, now third down.
Every year I go to the combine and marvel at the speeds that linebackers are running nowadays. They run like DBs. And let's face it, they know how to finish plays too. Eyes up, head up, run right through them.
Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be fourth down.
Partner, I think that completion takes the definition of dink and dunk to a different level, doesn't it?
It does, and the defense was right there, kind of played into their hands. This offense converted once on fourth down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. They'll indeed go for it. It's Taylor. He'll buy some time right. And this is incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Broncos are going to get the football back in great field position. Now the Broncos offense, they get set to head back onto the field. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. And now the offense operates in the red zone. Here's Simeon. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line. Jerry Hughes in there to get him for a loss of 5. On second down, here's Simeon. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And they went for a big play through the air on second down. Couldn't connect. Now it's third. I hate to sound really negative, but at this point, an incomplete pass, almost a moral victory that it's not picked off.
Well, you may hate to sound negative, but that was negative.
It was very negative, I know. But all these first-half interceptions, it's been tough to watch.
Yeah, couldn't find a silver lining in this one. Much more like lead. Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. And McManus able to put it through. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. So they had great field position, but a 3-play drive that actually goes backwards, and then they kick the field goal.
And I think the key sequence in there, the key phrase you just gave us, a 3-play drive. Had the momentum, great field position, unable to move the football.
And he'll probably wish he'd reconsidered here. It will cost him 10 yards as he's down at the 15.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
On second down, Taylor. Caught on the right side by Jones. Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. A big play there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Bills will extend their lead. And the lead is up to 18 now. Here's Hauschka now to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. spinning away. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. And Denver getting set to take the field. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Preston Brown, the linebacker. And the return stops at the 39-yard line.
Offensively, when you see cover two, the thought has to go through the quarterback's head. Drive the football when making throws. It's not just the deep guys covering. It's the guys underneath you have to be careful of. Drive your throw. Otherwise, you see what results? Interceptions.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. It's picked up by the Broncos. Past the 20. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown. You think you're going into halftime with a good-sized lead? Not so fast. That pick six really changes the complexion. Probably also changes the halftime speech.
No doubt about it. Instead of going in relaxed, you're probably a little more uptight right now. Probably a little bit angry. Let's see if they can get their focus back.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And here come the Bills. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position and not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play too.
Now a play fake here on first down. Eluding the pressure right. Well, it's a shuffle pass, and it's complete. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
On second down, it's McCoy. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll be a loss of a yard. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside.
I'm coming after you, 25. I'm coming after you, 25. Here I come.
You ain't doing nothing today. You ain't doing nothing today.
The Bills on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. They're up against a 3rd-and-1 situation. Taylor now to throw on third down. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Perhaps they overthought this one a little bit. They've been running it real well on this drive, and it was 3rd and short, okay? They decided to throw the football incomplete. Yeah, they might have thought just a little bit too hard about that play selection.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. Now Taylor to throw. Flushed out right. He can run. Taylor hit. He lost the football. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble. Taking matters into his own hands, and he picks up 4 yards and a first down.
Well, that was a big oops right there. But how about his ability to correct it? Loses the football, able to get it back himself.
Yeah, pounced right back on it, keeps possession. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. Throwing now, Taylor on first down. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. Gets past one man. Oh, now he bowls him over. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
A final shot before break. Simeon. And now here is another interception. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Out come the Bills now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. A nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
To throw is Taylor. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 11 yards and a Buffalo first down.
He's so multi-talented, isn't he? He can catch the ball, not just on screens, as we saw there. Get him out into open field. He makes big-time plays. Had 50 catches a year ago.
Yeah, and even 50, that was the most he's had since 2013. A fake to McCoy. Now it's Taylor. He's got the hookup to Andre Holmes. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. That one goes for 24 yards. Now a first down carry here for McCoy. And he won't get much. Maybe a couple. Down inside the 35 to the 34.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. On second down, here's Taylor. Over the middle, it's Holmes. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. The Bills passing game, getting them down the field. They've got another first down. Taylor with a give to McCoy. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. Now Taylor to throw on second down. Flush to his right. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Aqib Talib. And nothing but daylight ahead. And he will not get all the way home, but he will take this back down to about the 2-yard line.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right? And he will take it in for a Bronco touchdown. C.J. Anderson taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Broncos use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. And they will line up now for the two-point try.
No.
Strong right.
All right, here we go.
Out of the gun, Simeon. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of two-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation, this time unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Now, and my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation, but sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
And a great spot to start this drive from here. After the interception, here's Simeon. This will be caught at about the 5. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Seeing that play and understand just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice gain right there on first down for them. Brings up a nice second down for them.
And the offense in a great spot. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Denver. C.J. Anderson with now his second touchdown of this third quarter. And the Broncos have retaken the lead. He's given him a little jolt, just gave him the lead there, but 2 TDs now in the game.
And that jolt puts them in the lead. What a terrific job by him. He is carrying the ball and simply saying, I want to win.
And now he's hoping his defense has that mentality as they try to hang on to that lead. Now McManus on to kick this one off. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. And last time, 1 play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down. On first down, it's Taylor.
Well, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because
and the Broncos get there and take him down. Jared Crick able to drop him for a loss of 4. Well, they were coming out of the 4-3 defensively. Pressure coming off that right side from the DN.
And that's the blind side of most quarterbacks. If you're right-handed, that's the side you don't see quite as well. And that's why you rely on your left tackle, maybe your highest-paid offensive lineman, to take care of you. In this situation, that didn't happen.
And Matthews has it right side. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Back now in Buffalo. And we've got a dandy here. A 1-point game as we begin the fourth. Shift together here from the D-line. Now Taylor going to hand this one off to McCoy. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
Taylor able to use those legs of his to pick up a first.
The best quarterbacks that ever played the game all wanted to blend in with their teammates and be one of the guys. But sometimes you got to take modesty and put it aside. You're the franchise quarterback, the face of the team, and the guy that leads them to victory. You have to get down and protect yourself and not take hits like that.
And he'll take this one down to the 36. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
And Jones has it over the middle. And he's brought down, but not before reaching the 8-yard line. A really good pickup of 28 yards. First and goal from the 8. Now McCoy. Oh, no, he lost the football. The Broncos say they have it. They do. And just as they thought they might be able to take that across and get the lead, a big red zone turnover.
I know that I am defense-centric, and I want to give them a whole lot of credit, but I just can't believe after that drive, in that position, ball security paramount, they turned the ball over. Terrible.
A big hit. Knocked down sideways, right at the 10-yard line.
Brandon, you know how many times we've done games, and at the start of the fourth quarter, we see both teams hold up the 4 fingers, fourth quarter is ours. Well, how about this drive? You saw the 4 fingers for 4-minute offense, and this offensive line has really hunkered down and established themselves.
Now, this is where they say, put the game on our shoulders, we'll lead the way, right?
No doubt about it, and let me tell you, if you're a running back, all you want to do is get behind those big...
Now Simeon stripped, he lost the football. And he will score. Touchdown, Buffalo. And a big turning point here in the second half, Charles, after that play.
All you're trying to do is change momentum, flip things around for your team. You're just trying to take the ball away. How about when you take it away and score? That really changes things.
Now it's Taylor. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. He's at the 50, 30, 10. And he takes it all the way back. It's a pick 2, if you will, as that play backfires in a big way. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And Denver getting set to take the field. And they weren't on the sidelines for long, but I'll tell you what, I'm glad you and I weren't down there. We could hear them, the coaches from all the way up here. They were adamant, you've got to hold on to the football or else we have no hope.
Yeah, it's easy for me to laugh sitting up here, but you're exactly right. If we were down there, that message would have been received a whole different way. Because turnovers, they've been a big problem for them. Got to take care of the football. Got to hold on to it.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
He's come a long way since his time at Georgia Tech. What did he run at Tech? He ran hitches and go routes, essentially.
Yeah.
I mean, but he ran them really well. He averaged well over 20 yards a catch while he was there. And he still creates downfield in the NFL. That big body and that willingness to go catch the football. He's pretty impressive.
And his friends call him Bebe, the nickname his uncle gave him back in the day. A play fake to Anderson. It's Simeon. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
It's a lot of contact going on there. And in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is third and long. Throwing again is Simeon. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack. Back at the 47-yard line. Marcel Darius. He's the one that gets him down. It'll be a loss of 5, and it'll bring up fourth down. Desperation time for Simeon on fourth. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. The number 7 usually lucky here. Not for him. 7 picks he's thrown in this game. That's only happened 6 times since 1960.
And I know that the most recent time it happened, the guy who threw him, He had won a Heisman Trophy in college, so sometimes you just have a lousy game. Doesn't necessarily mean it's a bad career, but when you're talking about one game, 7, you're right, not lucky at all.
Yeah, Ty Detmer, the last to do it in 2001, to throw 7 picks. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used.
He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. Todd Davis leading the surge there. He drops him for a loss of 6. Well, it was 2nd and long. Now it's 3rd and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction.
They've got his man complete. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. That one will go down as 33 yards on the 3rd down conversion. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. They'll throw on 1st down with Taylor. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. Oh, Taylor going to throw. Eluding the pressure right. On the run. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Justin Simmons. And the return stops just a few yards shy of midfield. They'll spot the ball at the 47-yard line. So the Broncos coming out now. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers.
All right, now, look at 56. Look at 56.
He's back to throw. He's going to let it fly. This is caught inside the 15. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Emmanuel Sanders, 49 yards. And the Broncos have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter. And that will make this a 4-point game. Now McManus on to kick this one off. Fielded about a yard deep. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. Now the Bills offense gets ready to head back onto the field. They're down here in a 1-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
Yeah, they have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up 3rd. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and in the 2nd quarter, he may very well run by him, but in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple.
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Derek Wolfe in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. Back to throw. Flushed out right. And that is incomplete. They had to go for it with with such little time remaining, and the Broncos are close to finishing off this football game. The Broncos offense now gets ready to head back onto the field. They have the lead, still a one-possession game, but the defense got to stop. They've got the football now, just salted away, right?
Exactly. That's all the defense is counting on from their offense. They did their job in a big way. You know they're over on the sidelines now starting to take their tape off, and, hey, we've done this thing. The offense has to put it away, and that means ball security.
Absolutely. Stranger things have happened. So, Charles, I think from a defensive perspective, you have to look at that field goal there and consider it a win.
You were able to keep them within a touchdown, so no question about it. That was the kind of stand that keeps you in ball games.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Now the Bills offense gets ready to head back onto the field. One possession game, time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed. And I know that's counterintuitive because this is a pressure situation. But this is Friday practice every week of the season. You go.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game. He'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by the free safety, Darian Stewart. And his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line. Boy, what a turnaround. They exited the lockers with a nice lead, and now all of this. What's happened?
So when you start to write your novel, you'll start out with, it was a tale of two halves, won't you?
Right, but I'm a bad writer.
I don't know exactly what happened because sometimes teams can go in with a lead and get too comfortable, too relaxed, and a couple of things go wrong, and it's hard to get back that good feeling.
He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. That one looks like he'll throw here. And it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very